how to develop a fully functional website using Elementor from the scratch. So let's go into the video. So number one thing you have to understand before you can develop any website, you need to have a domain name. The domain name is a web address like .com.ng, .com.ng, .org, .it, domain name. That is the web address that takes your clients or your visitors directly to your website. And also you must understand hosting. Hosting is the database, is the compound of your domain name. That is, I used to use an example that domain name is the head of a website. Why name? Hosting is the neck of every website. So your hosting determines the functionality of the website, because that is where all the data or the website are being kept. So your hosting is the database of your website. So this is the website we are going to be replicating in this training. This website was truly developed using Elementor free Elementor tools to develop it from the scratch without writing a single code or using any template on the website. So this is what we're going to do. So number one thing, before now, you should understand, before you can develop a website, you need the domain name. So you can go and watch a few of our videos and learn how to get a domain name for free or paid domain name. So let's dive into the video. All right, so this is my my WordPress. So what I want you to understand, you have to install WordPress on your domain before you can start using it. So now the WordPress has been successfully installed. If you want to learn how to do that, go and watch the previous videos and you're going to understand it how to run that. So this is the WordPress Spectacular installer. So we have successfully installed the website that we're going to be using to develop this website. So let's go into the video. So this is the administrative way. Your administrative URL is the backend of your website. So that's where you input every of the things you need on your website. So just copy it and paste it directly. So it's going to ask you to log in. So let me quickly log in. So to understand this, what I'm doing, just go and watch the previous videos. Everything has been explained in the previous videos on this channel. So this is the backend of the WordPress website. This is the backend of the WordPress website. And this is the URL, the web address itself, the URL of visitors URL. So this is how the website looks like. So once you install WordPress on your cPanel using Spectacular installer, this is the first thing you are going to see from a ready-made theme on your website. So now we are going to, this is the website we want to design. So how we are going to change this to this is not dependent to us. So what we do first is to go to the back end of the website, which is this place, and we are going to install a theme. That the theme, we are just only installing the theme, not that we want to use the theme, but we just want to have the direction of where we are going. So this is what we are going to do. So number 14, okay, the first thing we are going to do, we are going to install some plugins. So let's install the themes first. Themes. This is how to install the themes. Let me zoom this a bit. So this is your themes. Install theme. You come to theme appearance. You will see theme under appearance. Click on it. All right. So this is the follow com themes that display this plain classic website. So now we are just going to search for a theme. You go to add theme. Click on add theme, and from there you come to search theme and search for a theme called Extra. So after you've successfully, now you are going to install the theme. Now, there are a lot of themes that you can install, but most of them will not stick because we are not using theme. We are designing the website from the scratch. So there's no need. We just want to install the Extra theme to have direction of where we are going. All right. So activate the theme. So once the theme is activated, the first thing, just come back to the front end of the website, refresh it. You see, it has changed, but nothing meaningful is on the website yet, right? There's nothing meaningful on the website yet. So what we should do now is just move away, go to the plugins. Under plugins, go to plugin. Under plugin, see add plugin. Search for all the plugins we are going to use, and the first plugins we are going to download is Elementor. This Elementor plugin. Let's install Elementor. Install Elementor add-on, essential add-on for Elementor. Install that too. Royal add-on for Elementor. Install that too. So Ultimate Elementor, install that too. So let's go back to here. Search for After you install that, just you are going to ensure you are going to activate it. We are going to activate all the teams. We are going to activate them once. So let's install all the teams needed for this website to be fully functional first before we can go. All right. So now let's download another plugin, WP form. So install it soon. Then we are going to install. Let's leave that for now. Let's install only this for now. All right. So what we do now is go back to your plugin. You see install plugin. Go to your install plugins, and all right. So all the plugins that you just installed, you can see they are not yet activated. This is not yet activated. So what you should do now is to click on this box, look for all the themes that we just installed, click on them, Optimate, click on W form light. Then it's like we installed just for Elementor. So what you should do right away is come to bulk, then you activate and apply. So all the themes, all the plugins installed is going to be activated once and for all. And once it's activated, then we move to the so let's come to the website we are replicating. How many pages do we have on the website? Number one, we have home, we have about us. Under about us, there's portfolio. Under services, there is emergency plumbing, drain and blockage services. We have blog and we have contact also. For now, this is just the few plugins. This is just the few services or pages we have on the website now. So let's go into editing. Let's cancel this and come back to all right. So this is the front end, the back end of the website. So what should you do now is to go to plugin, go to your plugin, look for plugins again, go to your plugins. Let's click on the plugin. Yeah. So we want to install this. You will see a thank you for choosing Azra. You start building. Let's install this thing. I have a reason why I said that. So let's install this thing. This thing is going to be activated. You activate the thing. After you have activated the theme, it's going to bring you all some templates. Just in case you want to run any website too, you can use that. You can use that. You can use that. Let's just keep everything that is there, and then so let's build the template. Actually, we are not building the website with the template. Well, I'm just showing you in case if you want to build the template, you too can. So we are using Elementor. Elementor. Select page builder. Select page builder. Then we use Elementor. Now after that, it's going to display all the themes. You can see, you will see free, premium. Everyone you see that there is premium, you can use them until you subscribe to their premium package. So now let's just look for any random theme that we can use and edit. All right. So we are not using theme for these designs, but we just want to install the theme. Or let me say, we don't need the theme. All right. So let's leave this. We don't need the theme. So let's go back. So let's go back to creating the pages needed. Let's go back to creating the pages needed for the website. Like I said, we have home page. So now I've shown you, in case if you want to use theme, you can make use of Azra theme using that same instruction I gave on this video. So you can use that, but we are not using theme for this design. This design is purely WordPress Elementor design from the scratch. So all right, so let's go to pages. Number one is page. Don't forget, this is our home page. Nothing is on the home page yet, right? So we are going to be creating pages. We are going to be creating pages. We are going to be creating pages. So these are the few pages we have here. Just click on this. So these are the few pages we have here before. Select them, and come to here. Then move to trash. Move all the pages we have there to scratch. So then move to scratch. Then apply. So all the pages we have here now will be moved to the scratch. So no pages on the website yet. So now the first thing we have to do is to add pages. So how many pages do we want to add now? Let's come back to the main website. We have home. So number one is to add page. So click on add page. So after And another thing you ensure you are in a very good environment that has good network, because you need a stronger network. Just click exit it, and add the page. What page are we adding? Number one page we are adding now is home. Number one page is home. You come to this side, you see status. Under the status, we are seeing, what are we seeing on the status? Status, we see draft. Sync that draft to published. All right, so you come to templates. Under templates, you are going to see, click on the four templates and click on the drop down. You see Elementor full will. So after that, just go back. Then we have done what we want to create. Just publish. So the website, that one has been published. So now add another page. You see where I'm adding it. You see add another page, add another page. Which other page are we adding? Just follow this video from the beginning to the end. Then another section we are adding is, so the same way we created that, the same way we're going to do it, the same how we did the first page, which is home, is the same way we're going to be doing. So I might not be able to create all the pages, but the same how we created the first page is how we're going to be created the remaining pages. So number two, now we have, which other page? About. I'm going to create few pages about us. Let me say, is it about or about us? Yeah, okay. So we have about us. Then you come to the status again, put it on published. If you mistakenly leave that as draft, if you go back to your pages, it will never display there. I won't know how to find it. Though I can help you to look for it, but just to make this easy for yourself, it's best you check it right when you are creating the pages. All right. So put this template to Elementor full width. Then publish. Then you're gonna publish it. After you publish that, then you come back to these services. You're gonna see services. This is services. Then you add new page, and that page is going to be services. That page is going to be services. Add another page, services. Then come to the status again. Come to the status, put it on published, and default, put it on Elementor, then publish that. So published again. So it's going to be published. Then you come to add page. Which other thing are we adding? Our blog and contact us. So once we have that, we have blog. Just ensure you are exiting this blog. Set it as published, and come to templates, put it as Elementor full and publish. So the last one is contact us. So after that has been published, come to add page again. Then you are going to put contact us. Contact us. Okay, so come to status, put it on published, then come to default, put it on Elementor, and publish that. Okay, all right. So now we have successfully created all the home pages: home, about, services, blog, and content. So the remaining drop down portfolio, emergency of that, we are going to be doing that later. So let's quickly dive and create the front page of the website first. All right. So now go back, leave the pages center. So if you come to the website now and you refresh it, you will notice that nothing yet is displaying on the website. It's even saying something error. What could be the reason for this error? All right. So now after we created the pages on the website, we notice that there is a partial error on the front end of the website. So what should we do? Let's go back to the cPanel, and come on cPanel, look for File Manager. I'm going to look for File Manager because I'm using the hosting I'm using. That's why I was able to see File Manager there. So there's some hosting. If you are using GoDaddy, just look for cPanel or File Manager, either of the two. Under there, you are going to, because the reason why we are doing this now is because of the error that the website just displayed now. So we have to sort that. We have to sort the error displayed on the website because there's no how we can have access to the front page now. All right. So cPanel, on your cPanel, you are going to look for error logs. So go to public HTML, then you see error log. So error log, right click, then put on view. So you are going to see what causes the error, why that front page is not opening again. So let's quickly slide into that. So all right, so it said today is 20 August 20 August, PHP1 attempt to ready property ID unknown. Home Larry public HTML content plugins. So there's a plugin that is causing error on the front page of the website now. So the issue that affected what is happening now is a plugin. So what should you do now is to go back to the website, the back end of that website, and uninstall some plugins from there. So instead of going back and it's wasting time, just come back to the domain and put this. So just come back to the domain name after you put the right address and put wp/admin, then enter. So this is the backend of the website. So the plugin is the issue that we have now. So what should we do is to go to the plugins, install plugins, and let's try to uninstall them one after the other and see if it's still going to work. Let's deactivate all the plugins we have here. Okay, so let's deactivate them. Select all the, you can just select, let's just select one after the other, and okay, so let's just, after we've selected them, ensure you selected everything, all the plugins, come to deactivate and apply. So let's deactivate all the plugins we have on the website now and come back to the website. Let's refresh it to see if, you see, all right, so what I've just done now is another advantage for you to learn. If you have such issue, the first thing you have to do is to go to your error log and check what is the problem. So after I've gone to the error log, that was what I detected that it says it is the public HTML content plugin. So I saw that plugins, there's one plugin that's developing an issue. That's why the front end of the website is not opening. All right, so that's why after we've uninstalled all the plugins now, all the website has come back. So what we should do now is just go back to the backend and install some plugins that you need. Just install Elementor, Essential plugin, and Royal add-on, and so you can add Speedy Cache and install this, put this, then this. Let's install, put them and activate. Let's just activate all of them. So let's activate all the plugins again. So, and let's refresh. If the error persists, that shows that the plugin is the errors we have. You can see that the plugins is still the same error. The same plugin that we installed now is still the same error that we have. So which plugin is really developing this error now? So how do we get the plugins that's affecting the website not to open, the front end of the website to open where how it's ought to open? So what we should do now is to come back to your cPanel. We are going to look for wp config php. wp config php, right click and edit. So you see edit, so it's going to open another page. So under that, you are going to look for, just open it and look for debug. So this debug, you see wp, look for wp, you see wp debug. So change that first to true. So it's going to display. All right, so after that, save changes. Now we have changed, so just come back to the WordPress content. Let's refresh it first. And if the issue still persists, okay, so the issue is still persisting. So let's go back again. Put that wp to false again. All right, so let's save it and come back to the front end. See the same thing. So that shows that it's not really displaying the error, the plugins that have an issue. So what we should do now is just look into the plugins, and for now the only plugins we need is just Elementor. So let's uninstall all the plugins and leave Elementor. Let's uninstall all the plugins, deactivate, all the plugins. Let's deactivate this first and deactivate, then apply. So let's check the website again. All right, so that shows that the issue we have now is either of the two plugins I have just deactivated. That is what is affecting the website front end, dampening or affecting the front end not opening as it ought to do. All right, so we have successfully opened it now. What we should do now is we want to, now the website is displaying like this, and all the services you see about us, blog, contacts, home, blah blah blah. So everything as are boldly written on the website now. So now we want to edit the front end of the website. So number one thing is go back to the back end of the website Go back to the back end of your website, which is here. On the back end, we want to do some changes. Go to look for appearance. This is your appearance. Look for appearance. Then under appearance, we see menus. Menus is where you edit all the pages on the home page. This is where you edit all the header, all the header pages, all the pages on the headers. That's where you are going to edit them. So we arrange them. Now we are saying about blog. Everything is not arranged. Now come to menus. On the menus, nothing was set up on menus yet. Let's put main menu. Create menu. Okay, so we have created a menu now. All right, so now number one is home, about us, services, blog, and contact us. We'll add to menu. So after this, I've added to menu. Okay, so we've added them to menu now. So what you should do, just save menu. And let's check the arrangement if it has resetted. Yet, it's not yet resetted. So what you should do now is, because this is not the page you are going to be using, everything is not using the main page you are using. Refresh it and it's still the same thing. So just come back to the menus, go this way, go to appearance. Under appearance, look for settings. No, you see settings here. Settings, you will see readings. Look for setting. Under plugin, user, tools, settings. You see settings, then come to readings. Reading, under reading, that's where you're going to see your home page display. Where do you want, when people visit your domain name, when they visit your web address, where do you want them to see first? So now we want to put it on a static page. Put it on a static page so that you can select which page is, visitors to visit first. So now come to home page to take people to their home. So you can decide that when they click on the domain, to bring them to about us. But now we are putting it on home. Then when they post will go to your blog and leave the menu settings and publish. So come back to the blog, your home page, and let's refresh and let's see if there's any changes there. Now it have changed a bit, but you see the writer that was there before have changed, but the arrangement has not yet changed. So now let's go back to the menus, appearance, and come to menu. So this is why I'm taking time to explain this, because so that you can have, clear understanding about this, because when you can have such issue and you'll be stranded. So now that the issue is developing itself, you will have a clear understanding on how you can go about it. Let's bring it up again. Home, about us, services, then your service should be here, contact us, your blog should be here, and contact us. So let's box select. So let's select it. The selection should be on, menu location. That was a mistake that made it not to this. Because you notice, if I refresh it, it might not still realign. All right, so menu location. Don't forget, we are not using theme. We are using design from the scratch. That's why we are doing the setup. It was with the team. Everything would have been there. We'll be editing it. But now we are doing it from the scratch. So now come to primary. You see, it will fit on the primary and secondary menu. And let's leave that title. Let's save menu. And let's refresh that again. All right, so you can see now that everything has been aligned. Home, about, services, blog, contact, us. If you click on home, it won't take you to bring you back to this place. You put on about us, nothing in the about us. You put on here, to take you to blank place. You click on blog, it will take you to blank place. So everywhere is still blank. Everywhere is still what? Is still blank. Everywhere is still blank. So nothing is there. Everywhere is blank. Nothing is there. All right, so let's go. So right now we are good to go for the website. So you come here, go back to the back end. Now we want to design. Now we have our home. Let's edit this. Give me a minute. Excuse me. So all right, so welcome to the video. Welcome back to the video. So all right, so now this is the home page of the website, and This is exactly what we want to replicate and how we can use Elementor to do. That's what we are doing. All right, so now we have successfully created, the home page, and now it's time for us to work on the right editing we have to do. So the first thing, I just back all the pages we have here, back all the pages, and come to, let it bring you directly to the landing page. So I was expecting something to show on this. I was expecting here Elementor should display here, but it's not displaying. So sometimes Elementor might display on your website, and sometimes you won't have it displayed on your website. So once you don't have it displayed on your website like that, you shouldn't panic. What you should do is just go back to the page, go back to page, and once you go back to page, so Elementor is expected to be here. Since it's not displaying, so just come back to pages. Once we get to the pages, where are we editing? Home. Don't forget that I've set the home page direction to home. So now we are editing the home. Come to edit with Elementor. Edit with Elementor. Edit with Elementor. So ensure you are in a good environment that has good network, because WordPress needs good network, and if not, Elementor will just be rolling. So now this is the home page. We want to edit the home page. So the first thing we want to do now is how to achieve this. And all the images, don't worry, all the images about these videos, you can send me a message on the number on the screen. I'm going to forward the document file to you. You can download, or check the link below, check the video below, and click on it to download all the images I used for this design. You are going to get it for free. So all right, so let's go to the video. So all the images are on my laptop, and if you want to get them, click the link on this description and have access to those images. Or you can go to ChatGPT to generate image for yourself. It's not necessary to use the same design, but I'm just telling you that this same thing you can use for any website you want to develop, as soon as you know how to use this. This is not just for a plumbing website. It is done for any website. Once you understand this, now you can use it for any website of your choice to develop it. So one is home. This is the home. Number one thing, the first thing here is come to, you see edit home. You see, come to this side, this plus icon, flex box, and click on this direction column. Ensure this is, you click on this and change the container, because what you just added now, you need to add that container first. So this is the container. Then come to add, after you add that box, then look for container. Look for container. You search for container here. You're gonna see container. Add it and change the size to 1200. So after you got to achieve that, come to here. Now you need an image. What is the image used? So the image used for the background is what we need. The image used for the background. Just come to this side, edit. You saw this side angle, this 4 angle, and click on it. Right click. Then you can come to layout. You see layout, then come to style. After that, under style, you see background, normal. Under background, you are going to see background type. You can use picture, classic, video, and last. So we are going to be using slideshow. If you notice that the images we are displaying, this second of image, just check it. That's what it be. It's going to be displaying it's displaying 3 consecutive images. So that's what we achieve using slideshow. So if you want to do the static image, just use image directly. But what we are achieving now is how it was just sliding. So we need a slideshow effect. So that's what we can. So we're going to be uploading the 3 images used on that video. So now you come here, you see, after you click on that, you see media. There's no media yet. After I've uploaded any image, now you're going to see media. So come to upload files, then go to select files. So now I have the images I want to use already. So that's why this is the first image I used, and I can import them at the same time. Since I have the 3 images I want to use, I think it's only 2. It's not 2. Let me check first. Let me add one first. So we have an issue with the images are too large for this website. The images, the images are generated with ChatGPT, and they are too large. So I'm going to reduce that. So let's just use this. You can go to Chrome and search for image reducer. So image resizer, and you can use this to resize the image without reducing the quality of that image. So just select image and import. I want to import those 2 images that are too big. So these are the image. Let's import all of them. So let's import these 3 images, and as we uploaded it, so we are going to, all right, so these are the 3 images I want to use first. So let's resize it. Don't forget, simple image. This is the name of the website. In case you have, it's giving that kind of error at times. Maybe you want to upload and it's giving that kind of error that image, you see ChatGPT, the ChatGPT image August 11, 2026, 11 blah blah blah. ChatGPT image PNG, and see the maximum upload size of this site. So the maximum upload file of this site is 2 MB, and this image is bigger than 2 MB. That's why we could not upload it. So that's why I made use of this website to resize all the images, reduce the sizes. Now it has reduced all the sizes of that image and without affecting the opacity of that image. So now let's download them one after the other. Download this, download this. So the 3 images has been downloaded. So let's come back to our Elementor and come to upload and select file again. So let's select file. The first image is this, and upload it. You can see now that it's gone. Just take note of everything you are learning on this video. So now let's bring it back. Now, all right, so create a new gallery. So let's put it there. Let's add another gallery, upload, the same principle. The second one should be this, then open it, then let's add gallery. Then the last one, you're going to add gallery and select, then add the last one. So after you've achieved that, then add gallery. So now you can insert gallery. Okay, so now if you notice now that the image is already displaying, but the size of this home is very small compared to this. Is very wide here, but here now is very small compared to that, and it's very small compared to that. So what we do now is come to this angle, this, and edit. Right click, you say edit container, and come back to your layout. We want to do some setup on the layout. You come back to this side, come back to layout, and you see maximum minimum height. Let's check. Let's put 500 first, and let's see how big it is. This is not as big as what we expected. It's too small for us. So what we should do now is let's just try to increase it ourselves and see. So the setting of what now we have this. So let's come back to layout, style, and look for, I'm looking for something, but I've not seen it. And this gap, remove it. So we have this now. We have this. Let's publish. So ensure whenever you are designing anything on Elementor, this is Elementor now. This is Elementor dashboard where you develop your website from the scratch. So now ensure that any website you are doing on Elementor, publish it. Ensure you do that. So after you publish that, come back to your home, the home of that website, and refresh it. Let's see what we did. So this is how it looks like here. So and you can see that there is still here, there is still here. So let's go back to your website. There's still some adjustments we need to do. This is the new Elementor. So the functionalities might be different from the one you use. So you can update yours. And so let's just leave the editing first. So what else do we have here? We have fast and reliable. Fast, just highlight it and copy. So we are going to be copying and pasting them. Copy and pasting. Add elements. Come to this plus icon, add elements. Then search for heading. So once we have the heading, it will bring it to the top. Which other thing do we want to add again? You see this. So the heading is that. So let's paste the heading and come back to this. Which other thing do we have? We have this. You can see that this heading is bold. Why this is not as bold as the heading? So that is, there are two different things. You come back to this side and add element again. I don't know why this is. So you bring it back to this side and you will see text editor. Ensure you come in line ahead. Let it come under this. Paste what's copied, and what's the last thing is the buttons. They have buttons. You just come to add elements and search for button. These are the button. Put it underneath. This is the button. So we have, I think we have 2 buttons on that, on that one. So we can decide to duplicate this. So it's coming under. So let's do it like this. Let's come to this side and put it as direction as row. So once the direction go as row, we can duplicate this like this. It's not still going. So let's leave that for now. We can duplicate that like this. So now come to this side and you see justify contents. Put it as align items. Items has been aligned. Then justify contents, you come towards center. So all the contents. So justify content. Come to element this side. On the container angle, justify contents, you come to center. Then edge to center. So now it's in the middle. But I'm not sure this is not in the middle. It's in the left. So put it back to the left. Leave it from the middle, then put it back to the start. So this is where the work. Now we are doing it one after the other. So the first color, this color is white. So this should be 1. You can change the HT, this to H1 and come back to style. Once you want to change the color, go to style to change the color. Come to style, you see color here. You see text color. Change this text color to white. Okay, so this is another one. Come back to the style. Go look for text color and change the text color from that color to white. Then this is the dish. What right up was written on that? You see get a free quote. So what we should do, just type get let's just use calculator. Get a free quote. Right, so we have achieved that, and you can see that this box is having an arrow facing downward, while the other one is having a call icon, call a plumber. So this is round. How do we achieve that? You come back to your style, come back first, change this icon. You see none, upload, and SVG and icon library. So come to icon library and search for phone. So once you see phone, we are going to see either of the icons you want to use for phone. This is the one they use, but I don't like it. Let's go back and search for phone. Search for phone. Then this is the one we are going to use. So the arrow we are using first is not phone on. Search for arrow facing downward and change this to this. Are we getting one after the other? So just watch the video to the end. So it's facing downward now. So come to style. Under style, look for border type. Then you will see border radius. Border radius, change this to left. Just leave it and put 116. Everything is going to be written. So now it's shaped. Then we want to change the background color. Background type for the button is, I think it's changing green. Just come back to this side and look for the thing heading color. Put it to this color. So that is the color now. So we can decide to come to typography. Typography, you can resize it and put it like this. Resize it and make sure it gets bigger a bit. Okay, so it's too good. Let's put it on 20. Okay, so let's put that on 20 and let's publish it. So now we have achieved this, and let's come back to the front end and publish it. So now this is what we've just done. Okay, so now we have home. This is getting ready. So we still have to increase this, because if you notice the size is very broad. Now this one is very broad. So why the other one is not as broad as this? So let's start it. Let's resize it. Put this. So now let's increase the container. So now the container is increased, has increased So another thing that I want us to notice is that you could see that this is a bit darker and why this is a bit light. So now you come back to this stage and look for this was what I was looking for. Default size, you see cover, change to cover, and position center. So it will go to center, and this is what I was looking for before. So to center now, and look for overlay, background overlay, then come to classic and change color, background type, look for the actual color. Just keep watching the video to get to understand. So now let's do it like this. Look for this same color, same heading, and change the opacity. You can make it like a bit brighter, though it is so this is the opacity and very broad. Come back to the blog. You see, so this is the first stage of their website. So we have achieved this, and we are still going to do a little touch on it, but let's just try it. Let's work on it one after the other. So we finish that. So what section again? We have this. Let's add this first. So let's change the direction of this. So since we have something like that and we are not going, so let's delete this first and come back to this and look for container. Then bring container inside the box, put it there, and put the direction to this and duplicate it. Once we can have it duplicated, now we have an issue with that. So come back to container and change the direction of container to this, as we are not getting it done now. Let's change this to this. We could achieve that. So now let's try another way of getting it done. So okay, let's look for container again. Look for another container and place it inside. So after you place that inside, then you can change the direction to horizontal and try it for duplication. Let's duplicate it. Now it is duplicate. So now let's look for button. Search for button and put the button inside the box. So now we have get a quote, right? Get a quote. I'm going to make it fast so that you can get a quote. It can be that. Get a free quote, yeah. Get a free quote. Now we have that. We're going to change the arrow to this. Look for arrow and use this. Then change the color. It's already white. You come to style, change the background color to this heading color, and it's not as dark as I expected. Okay, so let's use this way and look for radius and change it to 16 and it will be shaped. Okay, so now we can come to typography and increase the size of that button to 20. And now let's try the duplicate. Let's duplicate it first now. All right, so it has been duplicated. So now there's no need of this container. Let's delete the container we have. All right, so now the container has been deleted. Now let's do it like this. So now, what do we have inside? Let's come back now. So we have call a plumber. Now, so that is what we have on that. So we have to change the arrow to full. Come to that and change this to full. So now we have this and this. So don't forget that has no bold. So let's just leave that for this. So let's leave that and publish this and come back to this side to look for what next. This is the section we have next. So now the next section is this. Then flex, look for this and use this arrow. Then come to this side, general. Let me check the layout. This is a new updated Elementor, so it's trying to change some functionality. So this is what we have. So just come to, let's check interaction first. Nothing was in the interaction. So now what you should do after you've added that section, come to add element and search for container. So after you have container, bring the container in and put this size to 1200. Then from there, come to container and come to advanced, link value together, remove it, and come to the top and put it 50. So this to space it from the top. Now the first stage is this. How do we achieve this? We have professional plumbing available 24/7. We have this, we have this. How can we achieve this session? How can we achieve this section? So number one thing I will do is to this, we already have this already. So put it as container and change the direction of the container to roll horizontal. From there, try to duplicate it if it's duplicated. Right? So we have it now. So number one thing we want to do now is to bring in a text. So what we're looking for now is look for heading. So heading, bring heading in. So we should have right up we have there. We have post. So that's that we're going to be using two heading. So what we should bring another heading. Bring another heading. So now this one is doing like this. Direction is showing to roll horizontal. So what we should do is to do like this and put it down. Then we can duplicate it instead. So to bring it down. So since it's not duplicating, so what we should do now is to bring heading. Bring another heading in. Let's try it and put it here. Let the heading be underneath. Alright, so we have two heading there. So number one thing is right up, come here, copy it, bring it back, and that is that. That is that. We have the backup. Professional plumbing experts available. And now, what is the second one? We have plumbing services. Copy it again, paste it here. So number one thing we first of all do now is we are going to come here first and change the color. What color do we have here? Change the color back to black. If it's not black, change to this theme color and change this again to come to style, first color, and change this to theme heading. So now you can see that this is from here is a bit lighter than this. Why this is good? Why this is light? So what we should do now is to come back to this side and go to style. Under style, you see typography. Then come to, instead of you to click on this primary, click on this pencil arrow and click on that. You will see what we are doing. So let's come to family. On family, change family to Montserrat. Then the boldness will be different. Then come to the weight. What is the weight? We can bring the weight to 400. It's a bit lighter now. And so now we short to this side and come to typography again. Change the family to Montserrat and change the boldness to around 500. Let's see how 500 will look like. It's too small, so let's put it on 600 as it is. Then we can resize it. So we can resize it. Let's see what is there. So what is there now is, so I want us to achieve something like that. So let's come here, come to content, come to here and put, you see what I'm doing? Use VR, close the bracket and space it. So it will bring the drop down. And now we have achieved that. This is what we have achieved. So now the second one is this page from urgent plumbing to that. So let's copy that and put it here. So how we are going to achieve that? So come back to add and look for text editor and bring it, drop and drag. Just drag it and drop it here. Paste it, what we've copied inside. Now you can have it. So now what are we doing? We are going to change the direction to center. Alignment to center, so just to make it align just like this. Right, so now the color is still different, so come back to text color and change the text color to this text heading. The color is the same thing as that now. All right, so now we can publish that. All right, so we have this. We can come back to our home page and check how it is. So let's ensure once we are doing it on the back end, ensure you're always updating it on the front end so as to know what you did. You can notice what is happening now. Here now is spacey. Why here is just string. So why is it like this? Is what we are going to achieve now. So let's come here and come to text and look for this. We already have feeding. What should we put on the right? Should be around, let me put it on, let me say 20. This is right, this is left. So, and left should be 15. Now let's put it left on 20 as well. And the bottom will now be 15. Okay, so there's a space. Let's check it first. Let's refresh and check how it is now. Okay, now it's a bit, a bit normal. It's a bit normal. So it's a bit normal. So let's go. We can leave it now. Let's increase that the left to around 30. So I want it to shrink it. So if we can put the left to 20, it's going to up as well. Let's put it to 20. So it's okay like this. And let's resize this now. Okay, let's go now. All right, so there's a line in between here. This line in between here and here. So how can we achieve that? Come back to here. You come back to this arrow, edit this four corner, edit container, and come back to style. Under style, come to border, and you begin to see border type. This is border type. Then click here and put it on solid. Border type is solid. So just drop it. The border width, drop them, and the border radius. Leave the radius. Just put the border width as the left is what we are looking for. So just put it as 1 and publish what we have. Let's see it. Always ensure whenever you are doing it, always publish it to check it again. All right, so you see now that the lines is not available. We have the line available on the website. So now let's go. What next? This is what is next now. So we have to add. What should we do now to add this? So we have to add another section. So what we do now? Just come here, add another section. And ensure it's facing at this, and come to container and bring. You can just search for contain and bring it in and put the size as 1200. See now from there, you can now put a space on the header. Come to container and space, come to advanced and bring it down, unlink it and put it around 30, just to the distance a bit, and come back to here and look for, change the direction of this container and put it as, come to here, put the direction of the container as row horizontal or column vertical. So put it as horizontal. You can see it horizontal or vertical. So horizontal is facing it like this, and vertical means facing downward. All right, so now we put it on vertical, then we can duplicate the container. So as we duplicated the container now, number one thing we need now is the image used. So I think I have the image. So just come back, click on the container and come to style. Under style, you see background and put classic and come to image. Then you come to upload and upload the image. So I'm going to look for the image for that section on my laptop. It's possible that the image won't be uploaded. So if possible is not uploaded, that is another challenge. So now thank God this is going. So we have the image now. So we have the image uploaded, and we can actually just select it and bring the image in. So now here is where you are going to set it. You come to that, you see here, position. Put the position to center, and put the attachment. Let me zoom it a bit. Put attachment to default. Put it on default. Put repeat to no repeat. Then put display size to cover. So once you have that, you can bring it in and come to layout to resize that particular in minimum. You see the minimum height. Resize it. Break it down. If it is too big a bit, just do it this way, and you can achieve this. You're gonna achieve what? We're gonna achieve this. So now we are moving to the next section, which is the section for this. This section is what do we need here? We need all this. So what are we using to achieve that? Come back to this section and come to add. You search for icon. Search for icon. You see icon and you see icon box. So we are using icon box. Just place it here. So the first thing we are going to do is change the direction of this container container, just edit container and change the direction to vertical. So once it's on vertical, you can paste, duplicate this, and it will come downward. All right, so let's bring it down. Firstly, what you should do now is just click on edit icon and come to style. On the style, you see start and top. So change the icon position to start, so it will bring it to the left. And which other thing do we need to do? Just leave the remaining thing there. So what you should do now is just come to text color. You see icon, come to icon and change the icon primary color to this theme heading, and also come to content and change the primary color of content to this. So this, and come to, you see we have content title. This is the title. This is the title side. And on content, I think it has over. Just change the over to this color. So come to over and change the over to this color. So we have this. We have this color, and come to description. Description, change it to the same color, and we have achieved that. All right. So that is what we can achieve. So what are we doing now? Is we are changing the images of each of the section. What is written on the, we have priority consultation. Copy it and paste it here. Paste it here, and come to this side, description, come back to the home and copy the same thing and paste it here. All right, so this, we have this now. Are we going to change this icon to match with what we have here? So I don't know the name of the icon, but we are going to try. So let's come to icon and search. Just look for a random icon for now, just for us to use, and just use for random icon, and we have that. So now what should we do? Just click on this text, and this is what you should do. Duplicate it. How many numbers of this do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have just 4. And what you should do now is to get the 4 ready. So now just duplicate it. 1, duplicate it 2, and duplicate it 3. So what do we have now? We have the 4 ready. So once we have the 4 ready, what should we do? We have the 4 ready, and we have to change, edit them one after the other. Come to home, you say customize solution. Customize solution, and we have this customize solution, customize solution, customize solution, and come back to this, copy the description and copy and paste. That's Ctrl V, Ctrl C, and we have Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So once we have this, we have Ctrl V, and come back to this side and copy affordable pricing. Then come back to here and paste it here. Come back to the home and copy the description of that section. Come back to the back end in the Elementor and paste it inside. Come back here and copy it in all in one service. All in one service. So now copy that. Just highlight it, Ctrl C, and paste it with Ctrl, and paste it with your Ctrl V. So now we have description. We have the description. Complete plumbing. Complete plumbing, and paste it in. So what should we do now? This is setting. Let's change the arrow to just search for, and then just search for setting. It's not there. Let's search for anything that we can use. Setting, tools. Let me see, it's tools. It looks like tools. Yeah, we have tools, so let's use that. And which other thing can we suggest? Let me see, people. Let's suggest for this people. Let's suggest info. Let's suggest which other thing. Let's just use anything we have to ensure we get that space. So just use any icon. And the last one, we're going to change this. So let me see what they use here. Okay, let's use certificates. No, letter. You just search for letter. Card. No. Since we don't have that, so card, what should we use? We don't have paper. Something. So let's use this as that. Let's just use this as managed and published. So after we publish that, let's see how it's gonna be here. So that's how this looks here. So now let's see how it's gonna look on our own website. What do we have? You see, it is two string, right? it is too string. There's no space both the edge and downward. So what should we do about this? We have to change the direction and increase the size and put the setting, come to advanced, put the down button to around 50. Why? Put this to around 15 and put this to around 20. At least they should be distance to one another. So put it around 20 or 30. So let's check the down part of it to be around 50. Why is it going up? So let's just go like this. Let me put it as this and minus the button. It's not working. So let's just leave it this way and space the container instead. So we have let's remove it and put the button as 50. So let's leave that. So I will space that. Let's see how it's gonna look like. It's too strong and I want it to be distant from one another. I have never ever seen as sweet as you. I have never ever seen you. Hope you are getting it how to do this. So what we are doing on this video is to teach you how to do that. So I know you are getting how to get it done one after the other. So you can now work on it and use it to design anything you want to do. Alright, so let's continue. So now let's give it another page. Add. Just put the direction of downwards. I think this is how this looks. Okay, let's use this way. Oh, we have button up. So this side, come here, look for container. For that button, I want us to do container for it, a separate container. Alright, so I want us to use a separate container for that. And I don't know why this thing is getting both. Maybe it's holding one another. No, release the that. I'll reduce it. So and so let's put the button. Put button and just the button has come to somewhere there, so you can still pick it and drag it. You can still put it here, then drag it back to the rightful position. So this is where you want to put it. So what are the read mode and core? So now since it's read mode and core, just come back to this side and change it to read mode and put the arrow. Then just ensure the arrow is facing downward. And now change the background color. Which background color was used here? And change it to this. And come back to typography and put typography as 20. I mean 20 is too big for here. Just put it around 18. Okay, so just come to the border and put it to 16. So now what should we do? Put the direction of this like this and to horizontal and duplicate. So I want to, since it's not duplicating now, leave this, delete it, and I guess I duplicated container, not the write-up. So let's duplicate this. Alright, so we have this now, and we can change the write-up of this to what? To call. So now let's change this to CAA and come back to icon and put it to 4. And after that, we can now see we have achieved this. And what we should do now is to come back to here and publish that switch. So you can refresh this now and see the little change we have on this. So let's keep editing it until we are done with the editing. Now we can now put other functionalities to make it blinking. So alright, so now this is what we are going to do now. We are coming here and alright, so we are getting this, and after we're getting that, come to container and bring in, I put container here and change the container to 1002. So once we have this achieved, just come to this angle and change the direction to this. So this is what we want to achieve here. Our services, the first one is to put the background to what? Put the background to this. Put the background to which color? To this color. Come to here and change the background to this color. So if at all we didn't achieve that, you can come here and drag it to your satisfaction. And now we have what seems to look like what we need. Come back to here and add heading. So this is the heading. Put the heading to the side and paste what it copied there. So now we have to change the direction of this to down. Come to layout and put it downward so we can paste this downward. So now we have this and this. So now our quality services, and bring the text back to white. Come back to the side and put the text back to white. So now we come back to the side and pass a solution. So we get and put it like this. So now edit this, put this to this, and edit the color. What was written there? You see your time. This starting from your time, just add greater than, put PR and this to bring it down. And now we can change the color to white. Change the text color to white. Now we can change the typography and change the family to Montserrat. Since we have Montserrat, we can bring this back and change this to Montserrat. And what we have here, we have to change. We can change it now and make it more bolder. Choose this, then we'll resize it. And if we have this now, so let's publish that. So now let's click on this side and come to advanced and remove this. So we can put this as 50. I just want the base distance from that. And come back to this side. Come to home, what we have. So now we are adding another. Now we're going to add another container. So it should be like this. Let's look for container and add container to that. So now the container is there. And what do we need? Change the direction to this and paste it 3 times. So since it's not going up, resize it and come back again and paste container. Put another container and change the direction to this and now paste, duplicate it, then duplicate it. So we have three box now. We have 3 bosses on the container side. So now we are doing it one after the other and we are getting it small. So now come here. What is there? How do we achieve this? Just go with me. Come back to this side, come to add elements and search for image. So image, you see image boss, image. So bring image boss. So now let's go back to the setting now. Come back to style and bring the image this to alignment. Put the image size to this image size to 95. Then put the radius to that same size we normally use and set this. We come back to boss and set this spacing. Let it be a bit close, and I think this from this to 7. Yeah, it's okay like this. Okay, so we have this now, and now the same thing here. Let's just go for the right up here, copy it and bring it back to this. So the same thing you did here, the same thing you are going to do to the remaining pages you want to print. So now let's put the right up. So let's put the right up, paste it, and come back to this side. So now we can now copy this, copy and try if it's gonna paste in here. So you can paste this time. If it's not pasting, so let's copy then paste directly. Okay, so we have it pasted and we can paste it on this side as well. So now we have the two same thing on that. So now what should we do now? Just what you should do now to have the same thing, because how many services do we have? We have just 6. So now we can just come back to this side. You see container here, the first container box, come to here and duplicate it. So you have to bring it down. So now we have the 6 containers ready. So we can publish that. We can publish that and keep checking what we have. So now we are here already. So the same thing, just keep copying the write-ups, keep copying them, and so let's see it. See now, this is this. This is what this is this. So we have been able to achieve that. So now we are going to edit them to fall in line with that. So now the first thing is the style. Come back to this side and come to the content. You come to text, you see color and change the color to white. Then the description, the same color to white. So that's just it, and that's what I could have done before duplicating. So let me Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. So now let me first of all change this. Let me change the text color to white and change the description color to white. So now let me now let me copy and just Ctrl V. It's not going. Ctrl Z. So now it's double pasting. And if it's not going, just come to this revision side and do it yourself. So let's paste it one after the other. Paste it and paste it. So now I can duplicate it as I've shown the other time. So now let's now edit it one after the other. I think it has over. So just edit it to your own satisfaction, depending on the color or the brand color of that particular website you are creating. So now we have achieved this, and let's change the first image. Come to content, and you're going to change the image to the image of the services. So let's check if the image will be uploaded because of the size of the image. So what is the first service? So since we don't have it now, let me check the first service image: boiler installation and repair. Boiler installation and repair. So let's check for the image. So this is the image, and let's see if ChatGPT. So you see now the same image is too big. So what I will do now, take all the images that I'm going to use for the website. So that's this resizing website, and resize all of them once and for all. So let me come back to this angle. So bring all the image. So hope you are following the video. So I want you to watch this video to the end and ensure, so if it's the first time of watching the video, like this video and share it to your friends so that they can learn more on how to use Elementor for website design from the scratch. Select image. Now all the images I have is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to do it this way and extract this first. So now let's extract this one that you upload this till. So I uploaded for says only till I can upload. I've uploaded till already. So let's resize it, and as it's resizing, let's do another thing before the image is sized. So now what other section do we have? We have code. This we have button. So let's open the button. Let's put the button now. The button side, we have to add another. So now just check this and change the container. Just search for container and put it there. So now we change it to the same size, normally 1200. And button, we can add another stuff, we can add another container just to make it look aligned, and leave that. Then look for button. So now we should have button here, and first of all deal with the first one and see get code, change the size to get right up rather, so get code. And once we have that, I think it's still going to be the same arrow, right? So what is there? There's no arrow there, so let's leave it the way it is and leave it. So now let's go to the style and change the color to this color, and come to typography, change the size to around 20, and come to border and change the radius to 16. Now it is well shaped, so we can come back to typography and change the family to Montserrat. So let's change to Montserrat because of the right of the app. So now let's duplicate this and see what direction is going to duplicate it. So it's duplicate downwards, so that's all you know what to do now. So just come back and change this way to horizontal and change this direction to horizontal. So let's now duplicate this. So now we have it duplicated. So what should we do now? Instead of this, let's delete this and give it a space in the middle. So we delete it, and what should we do? And this container, we are going to duplicate container instead, so the space will be broad. You see now, so we have the space broad as expected. So now the second thing there is what is view all services. So we're going to change the right up to view all services. So we have that, and we can publish that. So another thing we have to do now, let's make it come to here and make center, and also come to this side and advance and make the border be in center, and also come to this side and also ensure that this also are centered and these are centered. So this also should come to this side, center, and align center. So let's click on this. If we are following the video, so this is just a purely design website from the scratch, like I said. So everything you see here now, hope you are following me, and you can apply the same thing to your own design, whatever design, whatever website template that the client gives to you. So just use the same idea and you're going to get it. So now this is the section where I know many of you become views, but we are going to do it. Okay, we are going to do it. Are we good to go? Yeah. So this section, we're going to add another section which can follow this direction. But first of all, let's check. Everything was in the middle, so that shows I'll be adding two containers to ensure they're in the middle. So we can add two containers to ensure the write-ups are in the middle, and not even bother to change this. So let's put the write-up here and change the background color to which color? Which color do we have here? Is white. So I think this has like 4. Change the direction. Container to this, containers to this, another container. So now we have this, so we can duplicate this to how many? 4. Duplicate. So now it's still showing direction. So the direction is determined by this. So go and check this. Which direction is this following, and what direction do we put this? So now let's try it again. Alright, so we have corrected it. Now we have duplicate. How many lines do we have? 4. So now we're going to duplicate them into 4. So now this is to 4 now, right? So we have duplicated this to 4. And what next do we need? We need this. So let's refresh it and see. All right, so you can see now it is totally aligned. It's totally aligned. So everything is, is getting set one after the other. So come back to this side, and what are we achieving? We want to achieve this. So number one thing is people trust us. So what should we do? Come back to the Elementor and come to this. You see now we have 1, 2, 3. So this particular pod one, edit container, and come to style. And the style, you come to background. You see background type, classic, and change the color to this. So once you have this color, I think it's not giving me the desired color as expected. so we can have this shape. So now let's assume this is the color we need, and so just come back to border and put it as 16. You understand it? So now we're going to add layout. So once you get it, now you add another thing. You're going to add heading. So come to heading and add your heading. So once you have your heading, just put it this way and paste it. So what color? So come back to style and come back to text color and put it in white. You can come to typography and change the family to Mons Serrat. So that is the normal text font we are going to be using throughout. So now we can come to size and leave it the way it is. All right, so let's leave the size the way it is. No, so the second things we have there is why people, why we are the best. So you come in there and paste it here. Add another. You can decide to duplicate. Let's try to duplicate it first. Whether it's going to come, it's going to the left side. Z. So let me try to change the direction of the container. So let's duplicate it. So it has duplicated. Just paste it this way. All right. So, and what other thing do we have? We have here. So this is the write-up we have here. Then what should we do about this? Come back to the side and come to text editor. Search for text editor and bring in the text editor. Just bring in the text editor and paste the write-up. So once you have this, just come here and change this to white. You have link color that is overlay sometimes, and change this to white. So once you have achieved this, the same thing applicable to all this. So now we have achieved this first one, and the second one is what we have here. We are having what we have icon and text. So how do we achieve this? Come back to add collector, add asset, elements, and search for icon. So once you have icon box, bring it here, bring icon box there, and change the heading. So what is the heading here? We have fast response. Bring it back and paste it there. Copy, then copy this and paste it back. Paste the write-up back. What should we have now? So we have to set this to be in alignment. So come to this side and come to just center, then put it to center. So it will bring all the text to alignment. And let's do this as well. Just center and just center. So it will put all the text to alignment. So you see that this is in the middle now. So now what should we do? Come to style again and change this. Go to style and change the icon to the color of the brand, which is this, and now change the content to white. To this color, same thing, and the description to this same color. So once we have achieved this, we can now change the icon. So the icon used there now is forward. So let me just this is a training trace. So whenever you are writing this, you just know the way of finding your icon. So we have achieved this. I want to remove over totally from it. I want to remove over totally. So we have over. This is the color there. So I want to remove the color from it. Just go to the site and reset. So it's going to be removed. It's still there. It's not going to reset it. So what you should do now, just drag this, transparent it, and come back to the side. You won't see the stupidity there. It's still display. Okay, let me try it again. Over. So this is the over. You don't need the color again. Oh my god. So this is what I will do. Just put it here and change the color to this. What am I doing? This I've gotten to another place. This is what I have, okay. So this is just put the same color to the same thing, so it won't display anything. Alright, so now we can now just copy and paste everything the same way, and now we can now change it. Now this one is coming up, just put it this way, and it will come to the middle. The same thing applicable to this. Come to the container and what align items, just put a center. Everything is going to be aligned. So the same thing is what we've just done now. And what should we do now? Just come to container, the first container, not the second one, the first one, and click not the second. We have how many container here? The first container, you just press on it and duplicate it. So it will bring that as a duplicate for that. So we have been able to achieve this section. We are not going to edit it. You can edit it the same way. So now I've been able to achieve that section. So the next section we are going now is At least let me put an image to this. Let's see what we were downloading before, where we have been successful. All right, so let's download this one, two, and that, and come back to this space. Just back it. You can back it and come to this side again and select image. Look for the right image. The right image is not what was done. So this is the image, and resize it. Now resize the image now. So just watch the video to the end, and the same thing, any website you want to design, that is the same principles that you're going to apply on that same website, and you'll be able to achieve any website of your choice that you want to design for your client. So as you can see, this is a fully functional website from the scratch using Elementor. So everything you have to understand now, I think with this video you have been able to understand Elementor more. So see you. Let me quickly finish this and we call it, and see you in the next video. So this is the image. I've downloaded that image. I think that's been uploaded, and let me download it now. So I've downloaded that. Let me quickly upload the image, and let's see, select upload and select file. After that, then you can come to this side and open. So now the image is going because the size has been resized. So now come to this side, and you can see now. So now the image is going to display on the website automatically. So once we get that done, so that is just that about how Elementor works. So this is everything we watch in the video is what you can apply, and if you're going to apply the same thing, you're going to get more knowledge about it. So see you guys in the next video. So it's going to load. The network is still low. So now if you're watching my video for the first time, just like, share, and comment. Okay. Network has failed. Let's select it. Let's select it. And okay, so now this is this. Like I said, this video is especially for training. So every section has the sections we needed, and so any other section you want to do, just apply the same principles that have been shown, and you are going to get it done. So the video is getting longer. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching my video. So this